Such powerful feet on these animals.
Wow.
I mean, it's amazing. My Nutrition 101 spot for today. Insulin is called a fat-storing hormone. That's one of the things that it does. So I'm going to tell you the story of a little boy. The little boy comes home from school and he grabs an apple and starts to eat it. And as soon as he starts to eat it and it gets into the bloodstream, then the pancreas says, "Oop, insulin, go to work." And so the insulin goes out, gives a little shot to what it needs to do, and starts gathering up the sugar that's in the bloodstream and takes it and escorts it into past the liver and into the muscles. And the muscles say, "Oh, I'm very happy to take this because, hey, this is an active little boy." And so the little boy goes out and he runs and plays ball. He might work on the ranch. He does all kinds of things. So the muscles that have the new sugar in them are saying, "Okay, here you go." And they've stored that sugar and now they're going to push it out to where the little boy can use it as he's playing. And as he plays for an hour or so and he gets really done with it and he goes, I'm hungry again. And he goes home and eats supper and all is right with the world. So fast forward about, I don't know, dozens of years. And this young man is not a young man anymore. And he's running to the office and he gets up in the morning and runs out of the house and stops by Starbucks and grabs a big hot chocolate and then a low-fat muffin that's got 1 billion calories in it, and he puts it in his body and the pancreas goes, "Oh my, this guy's gone mad. There's sugar everywhere. I've got to send out the big guns and take care of this." So pushes out the insulin and the insulin comes and says, "No problem, I'll put him in the muscles." And the muscles say, "No, no, no, we do not need it anymore. Why does this guy need it? He's just going to go sit on his little can all day and do stuff at the office and not ever get out, sit there, and when he goes home he just sits with the remote in his hand. He doesn't exercise. He does not need any more in there and we can't accept any more." And so the insulin it just keeps pushing it out because the pancreas goes, "Come on, there's still sugar in here," so pushes out more and more and more insulin. And so the insulin takes it and puts it in, remember the liver makes it into the cholesterol and the triglycerides and throws it into the fat cells and just keeps putting it in and putting it in. So now we have the fat cells there, but we also have an excess of insulin in the bloodstream. And excess insulin, we call this our insulin meter, right around our belly. And you know the little muffin top that you have or the big belly that you have is an insulin meter. And that is where it deposits the fat. And you can tell the fat that's there from eating too many carbohydrates because that is where it puts it. And that becomes a huge danger for heart disease and high blood pressure. Sorry, but that's my spot for the day.
For today's exercise video, I'm going to be talking about my goal. I've talked to you about setting goals, and you need to do that. One of the goals I think I've told you about, if I haven't, I'm telling you now, is I want to be able to do 20 push-ups. Now, I can do 20 push-ups. What I want to do is 20 handstand push-ups, and I want to be able to start from like kneeling and then go up into a handstand and 20 handstand push-ups. That's what I'm working on. It's going to take me a while to get there. So yeah, I can do 20 push-ups, but let me show you the kind of push-up I'm doing now so that I can get myself more ready. And this is part of my progressive move towards it without hurting your self-effort. I've got a bench over here, or a stool. I put my feet up on the stool so I get my body weight more thrown up to the front. And then here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, harder, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I can't do 20 of those. I gotta work up to them. But a little bit at a time, I'll get there. Maybe not during this 180 days. That would be cool if in the 180 days I could get to where I can at least do one handstand push-up. I'm working on it. Cheer for me. Let me know what you think about it. That's my exercise ditty for the day.
This is recording. Okay.
I put the grid on because the grid helps you know if you're lined up and all of that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we had to get a new camera today because our other camera has been turning off in the middle of recording continuously, and we took it back to the store because it's very new, and they have to send it into their manufacturer for 2 weeks. And we were going to get another camera anyway because I'm going to China in a few weeks, and we need to be able to video that also so that I can vlog that. So we are down in Eugene. Eugene is about an hour from us where we live, and we don't come down here very often because we almost always go to Portland. But we needed to get some stuff that was down here, and so we just made all of our errands be within what? Like a 4-mile radius of each other. It was really cool. And we went to our farm store and everything else that we needed to do, and got straw for the chickens. And we did something very fun this morning with the chickens. We had one great big tall place where we had several nesting boxes for the chickens to lay eggs. And we had that in the Delawares. And well, we only have 10 Delawares. And then we have 22 Rhode Island Reds, and we gave them 4 places, a small little thing. And so we're like, So we switched them. Well, the Rhode Island Reds are thrilled. They don't care one way or the other. They're relatively new at laying, but the Delawares, they're like, what have you done to my place? So we don't expect to get a lot of eggs today, but actually we had 2 before we left the house this morning.
Well, we had 3.
3.
One hit the floor.
Oh, one hit the floor.
Yeah, she didn't know what to do.
So
she just dropped it on the floor. She was up on the perch, didn't know what to do, and dropped it on the floor.
Anyway, sadness. So it was learning, but something we needed to do. And then we changed the way the roadies train went so that they can have a little bit more to eat. And that's what we did this morning before we took off on our errands. Hi.
Air is coming out of this as fast as it's going in.
Uh-oh. We got a hole in the tire.
Yeah.
That's not one we just replaced, right?
I think it is.
Okay, let's get that in there. So we got new straw for our composting for our deep bedding. And this little tire on our gorilla cart is just... Well, they've taken this grass down in one day.
That's got a long way to go.
Oh yeah, it does. So right now, we don't want the girls to till this. We just gave them some fresh grass, and so tomorrow we'll move it to another place and another place. Unlike when we had them doing the garden where we wanted them to dig it all up, a whole bunch. We only wanted them to do part of it now.
It's kind of lucky.
Ew! That egg has been there a while. I mean, look at it. It's just full of poop. So this is our problem. I don't know if you can see this. This is the back side of plastic, and this dark spot that you see is chicken poop. It was not supposed to be there.
The problem is that they decided to roost where we didn't realize they would roost.
Yeah, so we made this really nice area for them to roost in all along here, and they chose to roost up there. which puts all of their poop in the plastic that we put on to block the wind and stuff from them. And it is a problem, so we have to bring it down closer and then raise up their roost to about here so that they're happy being that high. That's what they want to do. Girls, we need to talk. We need to talk. What do we need to talk about? We need to talk about not pooping there. Yeah. You need to poop down here in your deep bedding so that you can make good compost. Yes, girls. Okay. Do you understand? These are workhorses. A moment ago, one of them found a worm and they all went running over there towards it. They're powerful feet. Such powerful feet on these animals.
Wow.
I mean, it's amazing.
They really work at it.
Look how much they're digging up. If we let all the roadies out to do this, we'd have this done in a moment.